to Maths on Radio, a program catalyzed and supported by National Council for Science and Technology Communication, Department of Science and Technology, New Delhi.
सोचो, सीखो, बोलो, बदलो, सोचो, सीखो, बोलो, बदलो, चमका दो दुनिया को, जीत लो इस जहां को।
सोचो, सीखो, बोलो, बदलो, सिर्फ मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो के साथ 107.8 FM मस्ट रेडियो पर।
Ones are 2, 2 twos are 5.
अरे हंसा 5 नहीं 6 होता है।
मुझे तो कुछ नहीं आता भाई साहब।
हंसा, ओ मेरी हंसा, चिंता क्यों करती है? तेरे जैसे हजारों बच्चों जिनको आंकड़ों से इतना प्रॉब्लम है, उन्हीं के लिए तो मस्त रेडियो नया प्रोग्राम लेके आया है, मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो।
हैला, ये तो मस्त है।
अभी तू भी सुन कल से, और चक्की की क्लास भी तू ही ले पाएगी।
तो सुनिए और सिखाइए मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो, ओनली ऑन मस्त रेडियो 107.8 FM।
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो सीजन 2। मैं हूँ स्नेहा आपके साथ, और मेरे साथ है
मैं हूँ ऋषि।
हाँ, तो दोस्तों, जैसे कि हमने लास्ट टाइम हम लोग ने मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो सीजन 2 के एपिसोड में बात की थी डेरिवेशन, प्रोबेबिलिटी, डेटा एनालिसिस, मैट्रिक्स, सैम्पलिंग, एंड्रॉइड एप्लीकेशन बाय शशांक सिंह फॉर द चाइल्ड ट्रैफिकिंग एंड फेस रिकॉग्नाइजेशन एल्गोरिथम फॉर द सोशल कॉज। हाँ, तो ऋषि, आज हम किस पे बात करने वाले हैं?
आज हम बात करने वाले हैं मैथ्स और नोबेल प्राइज, इस बारे में।
क्या बात है, नोबेल प्राइज मैथ्स के साथ। नोबेल प्राइज फिजिक्स के लिए सुना था, केमिस्ट्री के लिए सुना था, बायोलॉजी और बहुत सारे सब्जेक्ट्स के लिए सुना था, पर मैथ्स फर्स्ट टाइम यार।
यस, यही तो सोच बदलने की जरूरत है इस वक्त हमें, बिकॉज मैथ्स तो एक वैसे स्टडी करने का सब्जेक्ट है, ऐसे कहा जाता था, लेकिन इसी टॉपिक के ऊपर आइए सुनते हैं पंकज आठोले और विवेक पाटकर जी की ये बातचीत।
Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Math on Radio Season 2, and once again we have with us in the studio Dr. Vivek Patkar, our mathematician. Welcome, sir.
Hi.
A lot of things we have spoken about. We have spoken about wars and the iPhone estimates and the elections. But recently, in the month of September, the Nobel Prizes were announced. Now, we have various Nobel Prizes given in various subjects: peace, literature, physics, medicine, and so on and so forth. But I don't think I have heard about a Nobel Prize for mathematics. I mean, is it true or sort of...
No, it is correct. You are absolutely correct. Because Nobel, in his will, when he said that these prizes should be given, excluded mathematics.
No, that's a interesting story.
Because there are many stories about that, anecdotes. There is no real... But one of the accepted theories that he felt that mathematics will not be having any application.
Oh,
physics, chemistry, medicine will have application, and it should be peaceful use for the society. It should be awarded by Nobel Prize. That was his moral acting. So he never thought at that time mathematics is only for the sake of mathematics. That was his
subject or a study purpose.
Study like that. So perhaps that is the reason. That's why the first Nobel Prize was given in 1901.
Right.
for physics and like that. But mathematics was
Did not
out of
feature in that
question
list.
like that. So the mathematician also least bothered about prices. They are in their own world like that. But there was one Canadian mathematician, John Charles Field.
Okay.
He felt that no, mathematics also deserves equal footing,
Yes,
as recognition of that, and should have status of equivalent to Nobel Prize like that. So he himself instituted a prize. Means he gave his own money.
Oh, just like Nobel did for other
so
subjects.
he approached the International Mathematical Union that I give the money and you constitute a prize which will be treated as par with Nobel Prize.
Okay.
So mathematics. So that union felt he is a so generous person. So they agreed that, and is called Fields Medal. So his name was given to that.
Just like Nobel Prize.
Nobel Prize. It's called Fields Medal.
Okay.
Like that, and he himself designed also the medal. The medal is also very interesting. On one part, it carries the facade or face of Archimedes.
Okay.
And on the back side, it gives some Latin wording of his like that. And on the edge, the winner's name is written like that.
So nice. I mean, that's interesting.
Like that. So 1936 onward, this prize was to be given like that.
Okay.
Now, there are various, you can say, features which are far different from the Nobel Prize.
Okay.
First thing is, Nobel Prize is given almost every year.
Right.
Like that, for deserving life. But this Fields Medal is given only 4 years.
Once in 4 years.
Once in 4 years.
The
like
Olympics or like the World
like
Cups.
that, like that. So, and generally it is given to more than 2 mathematicians at a time like that. This is one thing. Then Nobel Prize is given for a particular invention, something like that. It is cited for
An
this
activity or something.
for this paper or this application. He has been given like this. Is a citation. But in the Fields Medal, overall contribution to a particular field is taken into account. Say algebraic geometry or topology, not a particular paper or a theorem, nothing like that. So this is another kind of thing. In terms of money, it is a very poor cousin to Nobel Prize, because Nobel Prize money is $1.1 million this year it was, whereas Fields Medal of this year 2014 was $15,000.
Okay.
Nobel Prize, the medal itself is $10,000.
Okay, the
Medal,
itself,
the medal Nobel Prize, but here total amount given is $15,000. But as you say, mathematics, they say it is not money, is not simple, like that. Then this award is given in the opening ceremony of the International Mathematics Congress, which is held every 4 years.
Right, and I think it was held recently.
Yeah, 13 to 21st August, Seoul, Korea.
South Korea.
Like that, But anyway, still I am talking about the peculiarities of medal.
The Nobel and the Fields Medal.
Yeah, like Fields Medal. Now, the most peculiar condition is that the Fields Medal winner should not cross the age of 40 in the on the 1st January that year when the award will be given.
So that is interesting. Now,
See, Nobel Prize you get even at the age of 90,
Right. There's no age bar.
Because, they wanted that whatever you have proposed is well tested, etc. And at ripe age you get the Nobel Prize. But here it was other way around. Here you should not exceed the age of 40 on the 1st January of that year when the medal will be awarded like that. And it created a very peculiar problem. You must have heard this Andrew Wiles, who solved the 350-year-old Fermat's last theorem.
Okay.
350 years, nobody is able to
solve that.
He slogged over it, and in 1994,
he was able to solve it.
So obviously he was to be awarded actually for Fields Medal. Unfortunately, by few months he has crossed the age of 40. But mathematics is mathematics, no exception.
Number is a number.
So he was not given the Fields Medal. He was given another very prestigious Wolf Prize, etc. But like that. But this was one instance where that pinched a great. Everybody felt very sorry that he has solved such a outstanding problem, but could not be
given this
like
particular.
That. So 2 years in advance, a international referee team calls for the nomination and then decides, and those names are announced, and in the opening ceremony of that Congress, these
Medals
prizes
are
are
given.
awarded. Now, most of the developing countries have never got a chance to take a pick at the Fields Medal because of many reasons like
Right.
that. But 2014 is a very peculiar year, you can say, in terms of award winners of Fields Medal, and we should be also feeling proud about that. First thing was there were 4 winners announced this time, and for the first time a female mathematician was given the Fields
Fields
Medal.
Medal.
From 1936 to 2010 there was not a single
Female
lady's name was there.
mathematician winner.
Yeah. So her name is Mariam Mizakhami. She is from Iran background and settling in USA, doing like that. So this was one peculiar thing. Second was Artur Avila, a mathematician from Brazil.
Okay.
So this is also first time a Latin American mathematician
got the Fields Medal.
got the Fields Medal. The third one was, of course, all are treated equal.
Right.
I'm not just reading their names that way. Martia Herrera, he is from Austria, developed country. But Manjul Bhargav,
Yes.
yeah, this is the first time Indian origin name has appeared in the that coveted list like that. He is Canadian American mathematician and very prolific mathematician, you can say,
Right.
writing papers, etc. And so this is one thing which we must really cherish, that
Cherish.
Indian name has appeared, and
Yes.
many more names will appear
Yes,
like
in fact,
that.
a lot of things were also spoken about and written about Manjul Bhargav. How, of course, when I was in India, he's a very good tabla player, and
Yes, yes.
he has spoken a lot about it. And that's why, friends, in our later episodes, we are also going to discuss a lot of connection of music and mathematics. And this is just the beginning, I think.
Yeah. Then, but just one particular thing about Nobel Prize in Mathematics, I will just try to bring out. Though Nobel Prize originally excluded mathematics, but in 1970,
Mhm.
economics was included. Of
Okay,
course,
because it's a part of mathematics.
Swedish economic, the Economic Council, etc. They constituted Nobel Prize in Economics.
Mhm.
Now, economics involve a lot of mathematics like
Mathematics.
that. In fact, there have been 4 occasions when the Nobel Prize in Economics is as good as for mathematics. They were for game theory applications.
Oh,
like that.
Wonderful.
And I can tell you, first was 1994. John Nash, you remember that, The Beautiful Mind cinema?
Yes.
So John Nash, Harsana and Selton
Mhm.
were given the prize for game theory
Right.
in that way. Then in 2005, T.C. Schelling and John Aumann, again game theory applications. Then 2007, L. Hurwitz, Maskin and Mariuson. And 2012 also,
Okay.
L.A. Chaplin, Professor A. Roth. So all these 4 times Nobel Prizes are
for-
taken to be almost like mathematics application around game theory.
Yes. And
like
we will,
that.
of course, also in our later episodes try and talk about or simplify game theory for our general listeners.
Yes,
I know
yes.
it's a slightly complicated topic, and as we progress in the
yeah.
higher versions,
Yeah.
it becomes a bit more. But then applications are phenomenal.
Yeah. And then one peculiar thing which happened in Fields Medal context was in 2006.
Mhm.
There were again 4 winners, and one was Russian.
Okay.
His name was Grigory Perelman.
Gregory Perelman.
He has really contributed to the topology and Riemann's work like that, and Poincare conjectures he proved, etc. Very excellent work it is like that. He refused to accept the Fields Medal.
Now that is something
This
different.
is the exceptional. Nobody winner has never
Never.
selected, but this was a Russian person. He said, "I don't want to become a animal in a zoo," like that.
Okay.
And he said that mathematics contribution should not be counted in terms of the money and award like that.
Okay.
That was like that. So he also refused the Clay Institute's award of $1 million
Oh, really?
for that Poincare conjecture proven.
That
they
he
put,
worked on.
they put that prize. Same thing, he refused to accept.
That's
that
interesting. Some people think that.
Means he said mathematics is such a noble thing, it should not be counted in terms of money or award and like that. Then another thing which has happened, another very prestigious prize in mathematics is called the Ralph Nevolina Prize.
Ralph Nebolina.
Prize, and again given every 4 years. Same age limit, 40 years applies
Something
there.
about 40.
Yeah, and it started from 1982.
Okay.
And its purpose is to award a very substantial contribution of mathematics in information science. Understand? Specifically like that. And again, a very proud moment for us is that in 2014, this prize has gone to Subhash Khoth. Subhash, Indian, who hails from Ichalkaranji,
Maharashtra,
Kolhapur district. Then he has topped the entrance exam of whole India IIT. He is a Bombay IIT product.
Okay.
Then he went to USA in Princeton University, got PhD, etc. And he has been given this Ralph Nevolina Prize, which is another very prestigious prize, and it is called the Unique Games Conjecture.
Okay.
I will not go into detail, but it is a very interesting thing to note that he has just made that conjecture. He has not proved it correct or incorrect, but still the prize is given to him.
That's
because that conjecture creation itself is a novelty. Because it has got tremendous implications on computational complexity, which is a part of information science. That is how its contribution is looked into. It is like this, for certain problems, can we solve it? Can we have algorithm which can give the solution reasonable time?
Correct.
This is what is expected. Reasonable means computer will do in finite number of steps like that. So such algorithms called polynomial time algorithms, P.
Okay.
And there are certain problems for which it is called non-polynomial time. Means it will not can't be solved by a computer also. It is called the traveling salesman problem, and there are variety of like that. So there are problems falling in these two classes like that. Now, once we have got this kind of non-solvable problem, mathematicians, once they are convinced we cannot have perfect algorithm, we start with approximate solutions.
Okay.
If we don't get perfect solution, can we do approximate solution?
Correct.
Like that. So that is how people have been trying NP problems through approximation.
In fact, that's a real life example also. So many things keep on happening like that.
Now this conjecture is like this. It says even that approximation in certain methods will be impossible. I'm just giving you very broadly what is like
correct.
That. But the beauty is this: if his conjecture is proved to be correct, there are different applications. If his conjecture proved to be incorrect, there are different kind of applications. That is very interesting. Mathematics, we don't get this kind of conjectures.
Exactly.
If it is proved either way, we have got tremendous application.
You're going to win every time.
Yeah. So lot of work he has done with his colleagues, etc. So it is also very good development, and Indian mathematics is now getting the recognition which we wanted to have it like that. So it is very good development like that. So we must tell the young students that age 40 perhaps will not be relaxed a bit like that.
40.
So because the statistics shows that mathematics peak time is between 25 to 45.
Okay, it is not necessary that as you grow older you will actually
get
more results.
In fact, after 45 or definitely after 50, real good path-breaking results or theorems have not happened anywhere like that. So that was the idea that at the peak time you must get enough incentive and you should do more work
and
like
prove
that.
Yourself in that
only Carl Friedrich Gauss was an exceptional person. At the age of 66, he developed a complex numbers.
But then Carl Friedrich Gauss
was
a different.
That's what I'm saying. Prince of mathematician, which is called like that. So that is the means exceptional persons were like that. But otherwise, generally after age of 50, that path-breaking world-class results are not coming. So that's why mathematics and Fields Medal, that's why is open now for everybody. Latin America is also competing with us, Asian countries, and India has got such a large tradition,
Yes. And in fact, our students should try and do something, work hard on this, because in fact, mathematics also will open up a lot of avenues in the professional world for you.
Yes,
that is extremely important, and that is what we try and talk about in these episodes of Maths on Radio Season 2.
Definitely. Then in 2010, the International Mathematical Congress was held in Hyderabad.
Okay.
In India.
Last time around.
Last time. Like that. Next will be held in Brazil. Like that. So, Infosys instituted one prize of 10 lakh rupees, $20,000 like that, called Lilavati Prize.
Okay.
You know, Lilavati, Bhaskaracharya's monument document, Lilavati, on algebra and arithmetics. We are celebrating 900 years of Bhaskaracharya, but in order to give honor to that Lilavati document, Lilavati Prize is instituted. But it is not for mathematics, doing mathematics. It is for popularizing mathematics.
That's
so
interesting.
it was at that time thought to be only one-time affair, but no. International Mathematics Union took interest and lead, and now it will be given every 4 years.
Very nice.
Only in the closing ceremony of Congress.
Okay.
In the beginning it will Fields Medal, and in the closing ceremony this Lilavati Prize will be given.
Which is nice.
And first prize winner in 2006 was another Indian name, Simon Singh.
Simon Singh.
Although his parents were from Punjab, they migrated to UK and he was born, but again some connection
Indian origin.
And he has really written extensively, and on code itself is a very good book of Simon Singh. It is worth reading like that. And on BBC I run a very long series, mathematics, application, etc. like that. So that is another dimension opening up.
Correct.
If you can popularize mathematics, and there is no age bar like that. So those who really want to take up that as a profession, now it can take as a profession, can also a very good award in itself.
Our episodes, if they inspire more and more listeners to do something, we are also trying to popularize and create awareness about mathematics. But if our listeners try and take inspiration and do something special, they might also be awarded with something, and we may interview them in our next episode also.
Yes, most welcome.
Dr. Patkar, in fact, this was really very interesting, talking about the Nobel Prize and the field medals and the various other prizes that are awarded in the world for mathematics.
There are a few more. Carl Friedrich Gauss Prize is also there.
Okay.
Abel Prize is also there. They are also very interesting. Ramanujam Prize is also there.
Correct.
Again, Ramanujam Prize, 45 years is the age limit, and
so,
it is given for developing countries mostly.
Okay.
And in 2006, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research Professor Sujata Ramadorai got that prize like that. And so, you know,
we have a lot of people who have been contributing to mathematics and also winning various awards.
So we have to just raise our bar a little bit, and our names should appear again and again. That is my wish.
Right. Absolutely, sir. We hope that these things keep on continuing, and we are able to talk more about mathematics. In our next episode, we'll surely catch up with you again. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Friends, keep on listening to Maths on Radio Season 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 सुरों में बन गई सारी बात. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. अब सुनो. मैथ सीखकर हो गया था मैं बोर, दिमाग पक गया, बंद हुए सारे डोर. न्यूटन पाइथागोरस मचा रहे थे शोर, गिन गिन के पक गया मैं. 1, 2, 3, 4. फिर शुरू किया मैंने रेडियो, वहाँ भी था मैथ्स मैथ्स मैथ्स. पर पसंद आ गया वो धुन, सुन मेरे भाई जरा सुन. 107.8 FM मैथ्स है ऑन रेडियो.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो सीजन 2. मैं हूं स्नेहा, आपके साथ, और मेरे साथ है
मैं हूँ ऋषि.
तो ऋषि, जरा बताओ मैथ्स के बारे में आपका क्या ख्याल है?
हाँ, वैसे मैथ्स मुझे ज्यादा पसंद नहीं था, अनिवार्य था पास होने के लिए, तो मैथ्स तो वही पढ़ना पड़ा था. लेकिन जब से मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो शुरू हो गया है, मस्ट रेडियो 107.8 FM पर, और वो जब से सुन रहा हूँ तो अच्छी तरह से मैथ्स मैं भी खुद सीख रहा हूँ, दूसरों को भी सिखा रहा हूँ इस मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो के कार्यक्रम के जरिए.
हाँ, तो मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो सुन के ऐसा हमें भी लगता है कि काश हम भी बचपन में रहते और मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो सुनते और हमारे बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स आ जाते थे. जो पहले हम लोग 60 लेके आते थे, अभी हम लोग 90 ला सकते हैं मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो की हेल्प से. मुझे तो मैथ्स पसंद था, बट अभी और पसंद लगने लगा है. बट सुनते हैं थोड़े से फ्रेंड्स के कि उनका क्या ख्याल है कि उन्हें मैथ्स पसंद है या नहीं पसंद है.
हाय, मेरा नाम तनुश्री उपाध्याय है और मैं अपनी मास्टर्स इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया में कर रही हूँ मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी से. मुझे मैथ्स बचपन से ही बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं, क्योंकि उसमें इतने सारे नंबर्स होते हैं, इतने सारे सिंबल्स होते हैं कि मैं बस कंफ्यूज हो जाती हूँ. इसलिए मुझे मैथ्स बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं है.
मेरा नाम प्रतीक पांडे है और मैं मुंबई में रहता हूँ और फिलहाल मैं अपनी मास्टर्स कर रहा हूँ एडवर्टाइजिंग में। और मैथ्स मुझे कभी पसंद नहीं था क्योंकि उसमें ऐसे घटिया नंबर्स होते थे जो मेरे दिमाग को खराब कर देते थे और इसलिए मैं कभी मैथ्स पसंद नहीं करता था।
जी, मेरा नाम चेतन दुबे है और मैं खारगर नवी मुंबई का रहने वाला हूँ। मैथमेटिक्स मुझे शुरुआत से ही बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है क्योंकि उसमें कई ऐसी चीज होती हैं जो आगे चलकर बिल्कुल भी काम नहीं आती हैं। तो अपना वक्त ज़ाया क्यों करना एक ऐसी चीज करके जो आगे चल के बिल्कुल फायदा नहीं करेगी। ट्रिग्नोमेट्री, अलजेब्रा ये सब मुझे कभी समझ में नहीं आया और इसलिए मैथमेटिक्स मुझे कभी पसंद नहीं था।
हेलो, मेरा नाम स्थिति प्रज्ञा दास है एंड आई एम फ्रॉम मुंबई इटसेल्फ। मैं मास्टर्स कर रही हूँ मास कम्युनिकेशन एंड जर्नलिज्म में। आई वाज अ साइंस स्टूडेंट और मैंने इकोनॉमिक्स में ग्रेजुएशन किया है। बट मैथ्स एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जो आई हैव नेवर लाइक, और मुझे क्यों पसंद नहीं है उसका वजह तो मुझे नहीं मालूम, बट आई जस्ट फाइंड इट सो इरिटेटिंग जब मैं नंबर्स देखती हूँ, जब मैं 50-40% देखती हूँ मेरे मार्कशीट में, एंड इट इज जस्ट वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड। कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगता है कि मैथ्स मुझे नहीं पसंद आने का मेजर रीजन ये है कि टीचिंग, जैसे हमारे टीचर्स हमें टीच करते थे, दैट वाज नॉट इन अ गुड वे, तो इसलिए आई जस्ट हेट मैथ्स।
कैलकुलेशन से हम हो गए बेजार, अब तो समझ न आए मैथ्स हमको यार, अब क्या करें कहाँ पढ़े। मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो, पर मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो, पर मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो, पर मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो 107.8 Maths on Radio, 107.8 Maths on Radio, 107.8 Maths on Radio।
हाँ तो दोस्तों, आज हमने मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो सीजन 2 के इस एपिसोड में नोबेल प्राइज और मैथ्स का क्या नाता है, इस बात पर पंकज आठोले और डॉक्टर विवेक पाटकर इनकी चर्चा सुनी। साथ ही साथ हमने ये सुना कि मैथ्स किसे पसंद है, किसे पसंद नहीं है, क्यों पसंद नहीं है, इस बारे में भी चर्चा सुनी। मैथ्स और कैसे पसंद हो सकता है, मैथ्स और कैसे दिलचस्प हो सकता है, ये भी हमने सुना। मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो सीजन 2 के बारे में और जानने के लिए आप हमें ईमेल कर सकते हैं radiomust radiomust@gmail.com पर आप हमें ईमेल कर सकते हैं। आप हमारे फेसबुक पेज को भी लाइक कर सकते हैं। आप हमारे वेबसाइट पे हमारा पॉडकास्ट भी सुन सकते हैं www.mustradio.in। तो सुनते रहो मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो सीजन 2।
सुरेश, आज मुझे हिस्ट्री आती है, ज्योग्राफी आती है, साइंस आती है, केमिस्ट्री आती है, फिजिक्स आती है, तुम्हें क्या आता है? हाय
भाई, मुझे मैथ्स आती है भाई।
तूने मैथ्स कहाँ से सीख ली? हाय
अरे अब मैथ सीखना हो गया है आसान। मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो सिर्फ 107.8 मस्त एफएम पर सुबह 9 बजे, दोपहर 1 बजे और शाम को 7 बजे। मस्त सुनो और मस्त रहो।
दोस्तों, आज के लिए बस इतना ही। मैथ्स से जुड़ी जानकारियों के लिए सुनते रहिए हमारा प्रोग्राम मैथ्स ऑन रेडियो। अगर आप भी मैथ्स के बारे में कुछ जानना चाहते हैं या फिर हमें कुछ बताना चाहते हैं तो तरीका बहुत ही आसान है। आप हमें ईमेल कर सकते हैं radiomust@gmail.com पे, या फिर आप लॉग इन कर सकते हैं हमारे फेसबुक पेज पर mathsonradio@must। टिल देन, टेक केयर।
This is Must Radio, only on 107.8 FM.
Maths on Radio, a program catalyzed and supported by National Council for Science and Technology Communication, Department of Science and Technology, New Delhi.